Guys, it's me. I'm back. What's up, party people? We're like, Mads, come on. All right, this show is taking a turn for the. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Monster Bass Live. We got a great show for you today. We got Travis Manson from Smallmouth Crush on us. He's joining us live from the Bassmaster Classic. I don't know how we got so lucky. I mean, I'm going to guess if there's 140 booths, we might have been choice 141. I don't know. It's happy hour over there. You know, they're setting up, and that means that there's music, there's drinks, and it's a lot of fun. So then again, he is a VIP, so he doesn't have to do a lot of the setting up. As always, we're gonna have some golden tickets. The hotline's open, or is going to be. We're gonna talk a little bit about MLF. I'm gonna share with you some information about a new bait, and we'll go from there. Should be a really good show. I got my Busey's hat on. Rafi and I spent a fair bit of time during our first visit to a Busey's, and I'll be honest, it was pretty impressive. If you've never been to one of those damn things, I got to tell you, they really know what they're doing. I've never seen cleaner bathrooms. Cleanest bathrooms and cheapest ice I've ever seen. And they built an entire business off of those two principles. Smart. Oof. Woo-wee. All right. Let me just adjust this a little bit. All right. So I'm a little jealous that I'm not going to be at the Bassmaster Classic this week. But, my son, he's got an event at school tonight, and I can't miss it. So if I got to pick the Bassmaster Classic over my kid, you're making it really easy for me. I'll pick my kid. It's been a big week for colleges. He starts hearing from all the schools that are remaining, and he got waitlisted at one of his first choices, and he's crushed because like 11 kids got in that have lower GPAs, lower bodies of work, he's crushed. And then he gets into one school. He got into UC Santa Barbara, which is the number 7th ranked public university in the country. And I'm like, "Are you excited?" He's like, "Nope." He's pissed because he applied to the number 1 and got waitlisted. So we got one more. So we're waiting on. What are we waiting on? I think he finds out about USC today. We got Stanford, Columbia, Northwestern, Berkeley. I think that's all that's left. I gotta tell you, if he picks UC Santa Barbara, think about this. You can go to or if he gets into Berkeley, number 1 public institution in the country, and as a California resident, I pay $14,000 tuition. He decides that he wants to go to my alma mater, then I got to come up with $80,000 a year. So I'm really pushing for that UC California stuff. You got Rafi in the chat. Look at him. He's trying to bankrupt me right now. He's trying to get my son to go to the Trojans. USC. Boy, oh boy. I got to tell you. I'd like UCLA because, again, tied for number 1, number 2 public, and it's 14,000. I'm good with that. I'm really, really, really good with that. Let's see who's in the chat. Ricky has the Bieber fever. That may be one of the best comments I've ever seen. Who's on here? Big Rich. I'm not late. Jason D570. Tom Brewster. Wow. Faith first. Yeah, you've been missing them all. We've noticed. T-Rex, I talked to T-Rex on the phone today. You know, if I wasn't going to be going snowboarding next week, I would be going to WrestleMania. T-Rex, his buddy's got some tickets. Oh my God, Mr. Gambit. And Mr. Gambit's back, and I probably owe him an apology because I ended the show and he was still on hold. And I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm sorry. Let's see. That's it. Blind eye fishing. It's funny. It's funny how we call people by their names, by their channels. I don't even know some people's names. I just know their channels. It's really interesting. A big welcome to Nicholas Williams. It's his first time here. Thanks for tuning in, bro. I will be the circus ringmaster for today's show. As always, if you've got your golden tickets, keep them handy because when I call them out, we're going to give away some stuff. So hoping that you guys are ready for it. I've got one of the new ultralight rods here. Actually, no. This is the one that broke in shipping from the factory. The current ones are in Burley and Paul's hands, and they are testing them out. We've got first round of revisions back for those things, and I think everyone's going to like it. I'm going to give away a package today from the garage. I've got a lot of good stuff, and I'm going to send it off to you guys. But let's see what else. Big thank you to Jared. Cheers. Jared's behind the scenes, and the only time we hear about him is when something goes wrong. We blame him for everything. It's easy. That way I don't make mistakes. I look good. I'm the on-air talent. So I don't have to worry about making mistakes. I just have to blame other people. All right. Should we not waste any time? I got to tell you. God, so many questions. Debo's video over there is sick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you did. All right, let's I want to second that, by the way. Pimpaw fishing. I second it. Jared, don't screw it up, okay? We got a big important guest. He's like a VIP at the Bassmaster Classic. I mean, he's up there in the Mercury booth. He's up there on the tank. He's doing all sorts of things. And you might even see him at the bar. You never know. It's hard to say. I don't know. I won't be there today. All right, our guest today. If I were to... Actually, maybe I should. I'm going to come out with a blog post. Let me think this through before I open my mouth and insert my giant foot. Oh my God, Jared! This is a faith forward podcast. Stop it. If I'm going to come up with a blog post for this. This ought to be interesting. I'm going to come out. I'm going to use ChatGPT, and I'm going to come out with a blog post that highlights who the top 10 smallmouth anglers are in the country. Because my guest today, if I had to come up with a Mount Rushmore of smallmouth anglers, I'd put this guy on it. I personally witnessed his wizardry and his ability to put people on fish. Even me. All right. So let's give a big warm welcome to our guest today. Let's give it up for Travis Manson from Smallmouth Crush. What's going on, man?
Hey, thanks for having me down here at the Bassmaster Classic, Knoxville, Tennessee. You know, Rick, the first time I met you was at a classic. I have no idea what city that was.
I do.
But where was it?
It was in New Orleans. You had a lot more. You had the frosted tips. You're wearing the visor. And I was like, okay, so this is a professional angler right here.
Okay. I meant the first time, the second time we had a reel. That's where I was going. The second time we had a real talk.
That was in.
That was with Benjamin.
That was Knoxville.
I don't remember where it was.
I feel like it was Knoxville.
Can we say Houston?
No, it's definitely not Houston.
Man, they blend together. So I've been coming to the Bassmaster Classic since 2007. A long time.
Yeah,
Have
I'd say
not
so.
missed one. Have not missed one. So, I mean, pick a city, I guess. Could be any of them.
Could be. Could be I don't know.
Might have been Birmingham.
Birmingham was Randy Howell, and I stayed at the W. No, I went to the hospital that time.
Okay.
Yeah, I fell off my chair and hit my head. I had a little incident with some blood sugar, and took 15 to the back of the head.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. It was a rough night.
That was not it. So anyway, so you're down at the Classic, and are you there like on behalf of a specific brand? I mean, I know you're going to go there anyway,
So
but
most of
like,
the well, all the time. I'm down here helping Mercury out. So we're kind of the cheerleaders for Mercury, if you will. Meaning, when anyone that enters the arena on whether it's tomorrow,
mhm,
Saturday, or Sunday, you'd be greeted by one of us, which would be the Mercury cheerleaders. And we give out thunder sticks. Those are those loud banging
mhm,
things that go up. Sometimes we give out other things as well. And so everyone that comes through the doors will get some sort of Mercury item. Then we also do basically during the final weigh in on Sunday, we'll be down in the arena doing something, whether it be sometimes we're racing motors, sometimes we're running around the arena throwing t-shirts, whatever they need me to do. So it's an extremely basic but crucial job
mm,
for promoting Mercury and interacting with the fans. So it is a lot of fun. And I wouldn't miss it for the world. Like it, I look forward to it. As busy as I have been, which has been probably the craziest, most busiest I've ever been in my life. It's nice to get away, but I'm definitely feeling the pressure of not being here. So
sure,
I'm trying to enjoy it and just take in this experience. The weather's beautiful. I love Knoxville. This is my second time down here. I love any area down south, to be honest with you. I kind of have a natural if I wasn't exposed to what I was exposed to up north, I would be a southern boy. I really would.
where would
This
if you had to pick a lake?
home body of water, like if down south,
Yeah,
somewhere on the Tennessee River. So I love Alabama, to be honest. I love Georgia though. Um, it would be in that zone. Alabama, man. I think in my past life I was probably a resident of Alabama.
ooh,
I resonate with Alabama well.
okay,
I don't sound like an Alabamian.
yeah,
Is
you
that
do.
right?
Ah.
No, I don't know what I sound like anymore.
All right, where would everyone at home show me in the chat? Where would you, if you don't live in the South and you had to pick a different body of water, an area of the country, what would be your home lake? I'd love to know. And while you're at it, hit that thumbs up button. Again, I've got a therapy session next Wednesday, and I'd like to talk about something other than the fact that I don't feel loved because I've only got like 12 thumbs up. Like, it's so bad. So bad. Just help me out. Throw me a bone. Therapy's expensive. All right. So you said that, if you weren't exposed to what you're exposed to,
Yeah.
besides your current project, and we'll get to that in a minute, talk to me about what you're exposed to and why you can't live in the South.
Because it's a tough call. The beauty of the northern fisheries and chasing smallmouth and giant smallmouth is something I love to do. So it's just not going to happen in this lifetime, right? But if I had to experience other areas, that's where I would gravitate towards. But I'm not leaving up north anytime soon
Because
because I love it, dude. I always wanted to be up there. I finally had the opportunity to get up there full time, which I will be in July, and so it's finally happening. But it's because right now I live just outside of Philadelphia, close to the Chesapeake Bay, and it's just not my style. So I think there's like, hmm, I don't know how to put this. I'm just going to say it. I do not resonate with that Eastern Coast type of deal, and probably that whole Indiana, Ohio, Southern PA, New York City, Long Island / South before you get to say Tennessee or the Carolinas.
Got it. So now that
That's like the danger zone.
yeah. And so now that you've alienated half my audience,
Right.
look at that. I just either that or something good's happening because I just jumped up like 8 likes. So
There you go.
either way, it's good for me. So how much of it is the people and the environment, and how much is it the fishing?
I think there's great people all over the country, but I like the beauty and the fishing either down south or up north. That midsection, we all know, is somewhat difficult
Sure.
for a bass angler to properly get exposed to everything. Sure, you can be a tidal river, you can be in Virginia or Washington D.C. in the Potomac or the Chesapeake or the all of those, and that could be your deal, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a tough lifestyle as a bass angler, to be committed to a tidal body of water and that's all you do and know. That's not for me. That's not my lifestyle.
Well, I mean, okay, but you used to be in Wisconsin. Why'd you
Correct.
leave there? Why'd you leave there? Not
Because
your people?
I ran out of money on the Elite Series, and I did not want to go back to an office job. And the opportunity was in Pennsylvania, so that's why I left.
Oh,
Never thought I would leave Wisconsin. Never. But it's been 7-8 years now, so
yeah. Good on you.
Mm-hmm.
Good on you. All right, so you're in the middle of quite the. Actually, before we get to it, let's because we probably got some first time people that want to call in. I'm gonna open up the hotline, but let's talk about this month's box, Travis. I don't know if you got a chance to see it.
I did not even open it, but I can see right now that is legit.
We got we got a jackhammer. We got a big blade chatterbait.
Yep.
We got some Nedlock EWGs. We've got some finesse TRDs.
Yes.
We got some streaks and some pro bullets.
Oh yeah.
And we got some pro cross. Something for everybody, and everything pairs together.
Wow.
If you're going out fishing, and I'm gonna make a guess too, but if you're going out fishing right now, what are you throwing? And I'm gonna see if I can't guess. Out of everything I just told you.
Out of that box.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
I think you know the answer. It's obvious, but go ahead.
No. What is it?
Well, I'm a TRD guy. What'd you get?
I got the finesse TRDs and the Nedlock EWGs.
That would be there's another bait in there that you could switch
here.
Forth, and you could catch that one. And it's
the pro cross.
No, let's talk reaction and let's talk covering water.
One of the chatterbaits. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I don't know how you feel about the big blade versus the.
I wish I had. I need to throw it more. I definitely know that it vibrates and it certainly tracks well. Mm-hmm. Now, there's been products developed over the past couple of years that just didn't work out for my style in the chatterbait lineup. Mm-hmm. Those definitely work for my style, though.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, how are we? The talk to me about these streaks and the bullets, because this is what they're telling me we should be pairing together. Where the hell are those things? Am I just using these just to weight the streaks a little bit, and then I'm just chucking it out and retrieving it?
So the design of that bullet with the EWG, it's designed to be able to fish Texas rig. So you're going to push that hook point back into that plastic.
Sure.
That's going to allow you to fish it through cover a lot more effectively.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thinking more some grass, like right now, especially in this part of the country, or the Chesapeake Bay. There's a lot of dead grass. There's not a lot of emergent grass right now,
Got
but
it.
that would definitely be a way. But not only the streaks, every finesse bait that Z-Man makes, you certainly should be throwing on that bullet weight with the EWG.
Got it. So you're just rigging it weedless and pulling it through the grass or pulling it through anything.
Perfect fit. Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Without a doubt.
All right. Before we get any further, I'd love to hear from you guys in the audience. You got one of the best anglers on the planet. He knows a lot about the Z-Man stuff. So I'd love to hear what your questions are. So I'm going to open up the phone lines, call in, and let's get some questions answered.
We'll do it.
Before we do that, though, I'm going to I feel like it.
Sweep the leg.
I don't know. That was harsh. All right.
Why?
Golden.
Why?
Well, yeah, it's a long story, but I had gone through the whole group one by one, smoking them. And then Rafi got up and said, "Don't worry, guys, I'm going to put an end to this shit." And he hauled off. Instead of hitting me with a tortilla, hand and all, took me out.
Does it hurt?
When he slaps me?
A plain tortilla.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. Rafi didn't hit me with a tortilla.
But
He
if
got
it
me.
was, that
If
would
it,
even hurt.
oh no. If you get hit with the
No?
tortilla, it's just annoying. It's like an annoying little sting. But when you get hit with the hand, yeah. Anyway, all right, couple golden tickets. Now's your chance. If you've got your golden tickets, get them ready. Pull them out. Your golden tickets. And if I call your number, you know what to do. Email me at marketing@monsterbass.com. Take a picture of you and your number. Let me know. We'll take care of it. 08329-08950.
I'm just doing a little Instagram here on the there we go.
Okay. Let me just see. I'm just going to look at the chat and see what else we got here. TRD on a Beast Coast sniper jig is killer for smallies. That's what Bob Stevens says.
I would have to agree. It's definitely a here's the thing. The TRD, a lot of anglers are going to throw it on a jig head, but there's so many other opportunities for it. You can throw that on a chatterbait. You can throw that on a jig. You got to experiment. You can throw it wacky rigged and put a little nail weight in it. There's so many different ways, and it's such an effective bait that you got to experiment. But put it on the back of any type of football jig. Well, obviously, I like the Beast Coast finesse football jig because I helped design that. But there's a lot of great ways to catch fish with that TRD for sure.
Right on. All right. We're going to have a moment of silence. Travis and I are going to sit here. We're not going to talk. We're just going to stare into the camera until somebody calls the hotline and asks a question.
When does it start?
Now.
Okay.
We're calling him back. I don't know who that was.
Hey, you broke it. Bro, I'm trying here.
No. He called. And then he hung up. So I'm calling him back. Don't call and hang up on Travis. Hello?
Oh, sorry about that.
What are you sorry about?
Am I on?
You're on.
Am I on?
You're on.
What's up, Travis?
Hey, how are you doing?
What's up? It's Bob Stevens.
Hey, how are you, man?
Good, you?
I'm good. Just hanging out, having a little bit of A little drink here, getting ready for the evening festivities. But what do you got? What questions do you have?
There you go. Well, how are the renovations going with the house?
Ooh, very educational, somewhat stressful, way over budget, and
Sorry,
yeah,
you're on vacation. I shouldn't have brought that up.
Oh, I
it's
was going to
fine.
bring it up anyway.
I'm learning a lot about Home Depot and using store apps and getting pro rewards. And I know every associate in the Watertown Home Depot by their first name. And they know me by my smell because I actually have a pair of work pants and work boots and a hoodie that I basically have lived in since February 2nd. And since I'm kind of by myself, just working on the
Nice.
house, showers are optional. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It felt good.
Always
coming out.
optional.
I had a reason to get my fingers a little more manicured and just freshen up. I feel good. Fresh haircut. I needed that. I needed that.
There you go. All right, so I'm about to head to Beaver Lake on a fishing road trip. I heard it's gin clear, rocky. So you know I'm going to bust out my balsas from Epic Eric.
Yep.
What would you recommend I use?
What time of the year are you going there?
I'm going to be there in about a week and a half.
Oh, nice. Okay. So definitely the crankbait
Yep.
game is going to come into play. A jerkbait is going to be really effective.
Yep.
Any of those steep bluff
Yep.
walls, those fish are going to start moving up, but you got to cover water. And you want to kind of get a visual
Yep.
of like how the current is set up, right? Because you have your creek channels, you have your swings.
Right.
You want to be able to find what would be considered a good spawning area or a spawning cove, but those fish are going to be in that big steep bluff with good chunk rock. I mean, that's what I would focus on. And don't be afraid
Definitely.
to throw if you got some sort of wiggle wart, obviously. But
of course, I got the OG wiggle warts, obviously, but yeah, I'm thinking about that the balsa cranks, and then maybe some finesse stuff. So obviously, some drop shots and some tungsten jigs.
Drop shot, but don't be afraid of a finesse swim bait as well.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep, definitely. Yep. Cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
That is working. Am I just staying on? Am I just staying on there?
No. I'm thanking you for calling in. We're peacing out.
No, I appreciate it.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, cool. Thanks for having me.
All right, bye.
All right, see ya.
All right, Travis. Somebody wants to know. Somebody wants to thank you for taking the time to shower for where all the bass bunnies are hiding. I'm not quite sure what that means, but
I don't know.
All right, let's take this call. Go ahead, caller. Where are you from?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm calling from Bakersfield, California.
Okay, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. Just wanted to talk to you guys first time, and so I started like 6 months ago bass fishing. I mostly fish for trout in the Kern County River, but I was at this lake in Bakersfield, and I just happened to get lucky and catch a bass on a Panther Martin, and it was like a 5-pounder, man. And I was like, after that fish, it just turned me out for bass fishing, and just I don't know if I'm getting lucky or I'm doing things right from looking at YouTube videos, but I keep catching a lot of bass, and to me, it seems like it's easier than trout fishing.
Well, my father, God bless him, would have told you that trout are smarter than bass, and I'd sit in the boat with him, and he didn't exactly make it fun. He was like, "You can't talk, you can't do this because the trout know. You just got to sit there." So,
yeah.
No, I think you're doing it the right way, watching YouTube videos, and I love the excitement, in your voice that you're going to go out and try to catch more of these bass with different techniques and just learning. So you have a long learning curve in front of you, but fortunately, being able to get all the information you need when it comes to bass fishing is already out there. Like you can be years ahead of someone 50 years ago based on what's out there today to be able to catch these fish.
And I'm trying to soak it up when I'm out there fishing, and there's other fishermen out there, I'm the type of like, hey man, what are you throwing? How do you rig it? How do you do it? And I like to watch them ask questions. There's a lot of them that are like, there's a couple guys that actually give me like some, because I'm like, I fish for trout. I don't know if you have a lot of things for bass, and they're like, here, try this. Fish it like this. Roll it in, stop it, roll it in, or jerk this like this. And there's a bunch of cool guys out there, man, that have been teaching me and watching the YouTube videos, watching the Monster Bass videos, how those guys do it and everything. And man, I just got my box from the Monster Bass box, and I was fishing with that chatterbait out here in this little private lake in Bakersfield. You're not supposed to fish there because it's a private one, but I still go anyways. But anyways, man, I didn't have a scale or nothing, but I was throwing that chatterbait that came in the box that I ordered from the Monster Bass box, and it got stuck. And I thought I had a fish, and it got stuck, and I'm like, man, I got snagged. So I kept like yanking on my fishing rod, on my poacher, yanking, and when it came loose, dude, I never felt something hit so hard. It just smacked it. Boom.
That's the best part. So you had a reaction bite off of a snag, which happens a lot in bass fishing. That's one of my favorite bites there is. Man, I can tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a quick story. I was fishing the Z-Man Big TRD on Chickamauga, which is in Tennessee, and I got it stuck on a stump, and I did not want to take my boat. This was like early in the morning. I was actually in a tournament, and I didn't want to wreck that area. I didn't want to take the boat over that area to get my bait back. And I was a little tense, there was a lot going on that day. I had, I needed a good bag, and I'm stuck on a log. I know it. I'm trying to get it off. I'm doing everything I can without taking my boat in there. And so it seems like an eternity, but it probably was stuck for a good 20 to 30 seconds. And all of a sudden it popped off, and I got the hit. And it was literally an 8-pound largemouth that I was able to boat. And I just freaked out, shaking. I think that was the last real emotional tournament bite that I've had. That was about 3 years ago. But man, it was ridiculous. So that's actually a technique that works a lot, believe it or not. And I'm not sure the theory behind it.
Yeah.
I think because when you finally pop a bait, whether it's stuck in a rock or wood, and you pop that free, a lot of times there's a fish looking at that commotion, and then when it shoots out, that's a reaction bite. He's going to go grab it. So that's awesome that you had that experience.
And you know what? I didn't know that because there were these other guys there, and then there was this one guy there, and I'm like, got one, but I was really snagged, and I thought I had one, and I'm like, I kind of felt dumb afterwards, like, oh man, I thought I had one, I got snagged. So when it got loose, it was just like boom, and I'm like, oh, I do got one. He's like, roll it in, and believe it or not, I didn't have a scale, but he was saying like it was 7 to an 8-pound largemouth bass. He said it was like 22 inches. I got the video and pictures and everything. I was like, no way! It blew me out, man. That shit was crazy. Oh, sorry.
Hey, Julio.
Yeah.
You have video of that?
Yes, it was because I have because I'm telling you, I got into bass fishing and looking at those videos, made me go buy a little GoPro too, and I put the GoPro on my chest, so when I catch a bite, I press record, and it's like great. That was like the biggest bass I ever caught, and blew my mind.
Amazing.
So cool.
So. It was because the guy puts it up to his arm, and the fish's tail passes his fingers, and it passes his elbow big time. He's like, man, that's like 20 to 22 inches long. And then that bass swallowed that chatterbait, and he stuck his whole hand in there, and he like had to take that chatterbait out, and his whole hand fit right into the fish's mouth. I'm like, man. Oh.
Amazing.
And then, it was a private little lake, so I couldn't really scream. I was like holding it in. I was like, yeah, because, there's houses and people there, and I'm like, man.
No, I mean, whenever you're trespassing, to keep quiet.
Love it.
Yeah, that's all good. But yeah, I just wanted to call in my first time, talk to you guys, because I got that, that a monster bass box, and really excited to get out. And man, I caught one of the biggest fishes. Hopefully, keeps on happening, and hopefully keep on catching more. What do you guys recommend? Like, cause I'm new to it, so I'm mostly throwing that chatterbait because it's like, there ain't no wrong or right way. That's what I've been, hearing on the YouTube videos. Bring it in, and do what you got to do. And I've been catching bites, but what else can I use to catch more?
Other than a chatterbait, or to fish a chatterbait more effectively?
Yeah, more effectively. Because what I do, I roll it in, pause for a little bit, roll it in, pause for a little bit, and like every now and then just like twitch it. I mean, am I doing it right or wrong, or keep on doing it? Or
I think you got. I think you got to stick with a way that works for you. But for experimenting, you can certainly slow roll that. So slow drag down the bottom, even like a crawl. But keep the blades moving just a little bit. If there's vegetation, you definitely want to try to get it stuck in grass and pull it free. You can burn it, meaning you can make a long cast and reel it as fast as you can just under the surface of the water. Now that's going to be probably your, I mean, I guess your climate's a little different, but for me, that's more of a July, August, September time to burn a chatterbait. But there's a lot of different variations. Don't be afraid to throw a swim bait trailer versus some of the other ones that are out there, and just experiment a little bit, maybe with color too, right? So what color was that one caught on? Like a white?
It was caught on that that green pumpkin, and then I put like this little crawdad green pumpkin too. It was all green pumpkin. Sure. Like that green color.
I want you to experiment with throwing swim baits on the back of that as well.
That what?
I want you to try a swim bait on the back of that chatterbait instead of a craw. Just switch it up a little bit.
Okay, do you got any specific one, or just anyone?
Honestly, I mean, I really like a Gary Yamamoto, the Zacho. Z-Man actually makes one, the Razor, which is a good swim bait trailer. The Streaks would work, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Kitex, in any swim bait that you have some confidence in or access to will work.
Well, so I'm kind of, I don't know. It could be me. Should I get shorter or longer? Is it like, should I get the 3-inch one or the 4-inch one, or how does that work?
Sure. I would stick. So if you're going to use as a trailer, I think the 4-inch is going to be your best bet. The 3 might be a little too small. I mean, a 3 is going to be a great swim bait to throw without a chatterbait. But yeah, try that 4. I mean, you can definitely get away with like a 3, but I think your 4-inch is going to be a little bit better.
All right.
And you're talking about a paddle tail swim bait?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot right now. Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of videos, and I pay attention how like they move the rod, how they stand, I'm paying attention a lot. So when I go out into the water and I'm throwing it, I'm trying to copy what they're doing, and it's been working out so far. Pretty cool.
Right on.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for calling in, man. Keep watching those videos and call back in. Share this what you're catching.
Yeah, I would like to share that video with you guys. I don't know how can I let that
email
that
it.
video reach
Email
you guys,
it.
man.
Send me a link. Send me a link at marketing@monsterbass.com. I'd love to see
marketing
it.
Bass.
Marketing@monsterbass.com.
Marketing@monsterbass.com. All right, cool, man. Thank you, guys.
You got it, man.
Awesome.
All right. Let's see here. Wow, 40 likes. Either they don't like me or they don't like you.
I think it's me.
I don't know.
It's probably the hat. It's got to throw some people off.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I think
a normal grown human wear one of those hats.
This gets all the ladies. I'm wearing this out tonight. I'm going to the club. Oh, yeah. All right, let's take our next call. He's been waiting 15 minutes to talk to you. Yeah, here we go. Let's go, caller. Where are you from, and what's your PB?
My PB, 7.9 largemouth bass. This is Fishing with T-Rex over here in California. How you doing, Travis? Long time no talk.
I'm good tonight for sure.
You want me to make you feel bad, T-Rex?
Good. He's got a bigger PB than I do.
I don't know. Travis, what's your PB?
I don't.
I know what it is. Stop it.
I think it's, I don't know, 13 for a largemouth and 8 for a smallmouth or something.
13. Dear God, that's like a small Volkswagen.
That's bigger than my PB and Rick's PB put together.
These were all, though, listen, these fish were all like 2012, 13, long time ago.
Oh, yeah, that's true. PB's back in 2012. They don't count, so they don't count. Yeah. That's why Fishing with Cotton, that guy's got his PB's now back down to 3 because we drew a line in the sand. All that stuff from before doesn't count.
There's dudes catching 10, 11, 12 pounders every day out there.
Dude, I know. Leanne Powell, I don't know what her channel is. She broke her PB. She caught a 10 pounder. The next day she caught a 12 pounder. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, what am I doing?
Yeah. It's, to me, I'm not obsessed with that weight of that, you know. Yeah, would I like to catch another 8-pound smallmouth? Sure. But I'm happy with those 5, 6, and 7s, you know.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you are.
I am.
Yeah. All right, T-Rex. You have a question for Mr. Manson?
Well, first, I just want to say you're not going to wear that hat snowboarding, are you?
Snowboarding? No, I wear a helmet.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot.
Aren't you going snowboarding?
Yeah, I wear a helmet.
Oh, okay.
Plus, I don't want to get my tag. You know, I need the tag on it, so I can't like run the risk of some drunk après-ski idiot pulling my tag off.
Is there drunk skiers?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I went to Whistler a few years ago. I went to Whistler a few years ago with some people, and we took the gondola all the way to the top, and someone made the recommendation of, hey, should we go in and get a drink? And I'm like, sure. And we went in and got drinks. A couple hours later, I was like, should we go out and maybe make a run down the hill? And so we made a run down the hill, and then someone said, maybe we should go in and have a drink. And I was like, okay, sure. And that was the entire day. The entire day. One run.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, anyway. So what do you got for me there, T-Rex?
All right, Travis.
Yes.
Well, you know what I got? I got a whole box full of goodness the other day. You seen that?
I did.
Travis, we've talked before, and I've decided to try to step up my game, and I'm fishing 4 pro-ams with the One Bass Series, and I've got a tournament coming up in April. It's in Laughlin, Mojave Lake. If you were going to fish that lake, the smallmouth, largemouth, which fish would you target?
So I'm not familiar with the lake, unfortunately. So that would be difficult. What I would do is I would look at previous tournaments that were held there and find out what species of fish for that time of year is winning those events. So if it's a mixture, or is it strictly more largemouth or more smallmouth, you'd want to know that before you even get out there. And that would determine which direction I go.
It's been a mixture the last couple of years.
Okay.
There's actually some really large smallmouth in there. You catch more smallmouth than you do the largemouth, but the largemouth seem to be bigger. So
okay. So there's a lot of lakes like that. For me, I'm always going to be targeting those largemouth, or I'm sorry, those smallmouth versus the largemouth. And maybe if I have enough time. So in the perfect world, I like to have my big bag of smallmouth by 10 o'clock and then go mess with largemouth the rest of the day. But normally that never works out. I'm struggling at 1:30 to get that fifth fish in the boat. But in my mind, the perfect scenario would be go get your smallmouth and then go try to get one of those larger largemouth later in the day.
All right. Yeah, last year, because I was looking at all the stats last year. Last year, the top 10 for the 3-day event averaged like 24 to 27 pounds a day.
Wow. Yeah.
You got your work cut out for you.
Yes.
That's legit there.
Now, have you ever fished that body of water, T-Rex?
Yeah, I once. And I only targeted largemouth. It was summertime, and, you know, I love that topwater bite, so.
Yes, you do. Okay.
Fair enough.
Hence why I bought out Tackle Direct on the Ragnar Cylon.
Hence. And I'm sure that my good friends at Tackle Direct appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
What, all right, so T-Rex.
Yes.
Can I share a little story with you?
Oh, I love stories.
Okay, so St. Patrick's Day, I decide I'm going to surprise my my coworker. That's Rafi. And Rafi comes to my house, and so I dropped my kid off. I stopped at the grocery store, and I bought one of those, you know, those pre-brined like corned beef things. You ever seen them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bought one of those.
Yeah.
Threw it on the smoker, and it was done. We were hungry. Cut some up. You ever put a salt lick in your mouth?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was so like even to
That's
this.
why you boil those to pull some of the salt out.
Yeah, well, listen, we didn't know. Sorry. See that, Rafi? I caught myself. It's not about assigning it to the group. I'm going to assign it back to me. I didn't know. Okay? I didn't know that I should do that. So, yeah, it was maybe one of the worst things I've ever... No. It was the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Jeez.
Bad.
I can think of about a dozen other worse things I've put in my mouth.
Well, you and I are very different.
You never ate a live shad? You never taken a bite out of a live shad? Or a lamprey?
Wait a minute. Wait.
Until you haven't bitten into a lamprey, you don't know what nasty is.
Wait a minute. You bit the head off of a live fish?
I bit the back off of a shad once.
Okay. Oh, I know what I put in my mouth.
What?
And it may be one of the best things I've ever put into my mouth. And I shit you not.
Rafi's meat?
No. When I was in Japan, I had this dish, and I had it one other time, but they served it differently. And I ate it, and I was like, oh my God. I looked at my son, and he's like, what in God's name is this? This is amazing. And it was the sperm sac of a fish. And I shit you not, the way that they made it, it was amazing. Now, the first time I had it, I was sitting at the sushi place, and I saw these gentlemen, and they're Japanese. They're all in suits, and they're yapping back and forth with a sushi chef, and they were like, telling them all this stuff. I'm like, I want whatever these guys eat, because clearly they know what they're doing. So, and Jimmy was like, you sure you want everything? I'm like, yeah, just give it to me. And he gave it to me. I'm like, oh, what's this? And he goes, Shirako. And I'm like, the hell's Shirako? You guys eat it first, and then I'll tell you. And I remember I had it, and I was just like, oh my God, I couldn't get past the fact that I was eating that. So it wasn't great. My first experience wasn't great, but when we were in Japan, oh my freaking God, it was like in like the soup.
You order it again?
I would order it again in a heartbeat. I'll try anything once, or twice. Well, I mean, food wise.
That's sick.
Food wise, yeah. Wow, Greg Padilla is going downtown. Yeah, Big Rich even commented. Pin Pop Fishing is like, Jared, stop them about the sperm fish in the mouth. No, yeah, there you go. Okay. Oh, before we go any further, I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do a golden ticket, 2 of them. 09571-10192. I want to give a big shout out. Now, he's not here today, I don't think, because I think that the Pentagon is throwing him a surprise birthday party. So I want to give a big shout out to Marty Lawson. It's his birthday today. You all know Marty because he's got classified G14 clearance like myself. So he and I know, secrets about the country that we just can't share with you, only because we have a clearance level that's above even master sergeants. And but it's his birthday today, so happy birthday to you, Marty. Yeah. All right. James Hogan. Here's what I'd like you to do. It's his first time here, just subscribed, and my first box is on the way. Very exciting. I'd love for you to call in 323-210-4180. Call in right now. And Jason D570. I've had that. So, anyway. So,
he asked us a few times, will Z-Man make a flatworm? So, I think what makes Z-Man or the flatworm special is really more of the scent that Berkeley created versus the shape or the action of that bait. Z-Man's not quite like that. They don't really, when they come out with a new bait, it's very innovative, right? They're not just copying baits and trying to market it that way. When they put something out, it's normally something that is either a gap in their product line that they need to fill, which I think they really have done a great job at filling the whole gap of every soft plastic. I've always said, if there's only one soft plastic company that you could use ever,
probably MONSTERBASS.
Z-Man would be the deal.
Second.
Yeah. Anyways. Deep breath. You all right?
Yeah.
Good.
How about you, T-Rex? You good?
Oh, I'm fabulous.
Okay.
I got to talk to Rick on the phone today. Woo. No. Rafi never answers. Oh, got him.
Well,
hey, by the way,
all right, well, let me get off here because I'm sure you have other callers.
Wait, hold on. I think Travis has something to say.
What was that?
Well, I was saying it's been a while since I've been on a live show, and I just want to welcome Rafi back to the MONSTERBASS family, man. I love that guy. So
yeah, he buys into all your conspiracy theories, and then again, who doesn't? I mean,
he's one of the coolest dudes on the planet. In a weird way.
In a weird way.
Like he's got some little, you know.
Sure, he's got,
He's like your guy. He's a little out there.
Oh, I know. He's a little out there.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good dude. All right, Rafi.
Hey.
Oh, go ahead, T-Rex.
Real quick before I bounce.
Mm-hmm.
The previous caller, you're actually about an hour and 15 minutes away from me. My real name is Thomas Haynes. Look me up on Facebook if you ever have any questions about fishing something or any of the lakes around here. And over there, you've got Isabella, Lake Meeing, and a few others. Don't be afraid to reach out to me, man. Anytime, anything you need. You want to learn how to fish something different, give me a call.
There you go.
Or just follow him at
Thanks for being on the show. Yeah. It's always great having you on.
Thanks, T-Rex.
Awesome.
Rick,
Yeah.
we'll catch up with you.
All right, buddy.
Have fun this weekend, all right?
All right. Appreciate you.
Later.
Thanks. Bye. All right. That was T-Rex. So, Julio, go follow Fishing with T-Rex. Send him an instant message. He'll go fishing with you anytime. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oof. Okay. Let's take this caller right now. Go ahead, caller. Where are you from and what's your PB?
Hi, this is Nick Williams from Tyville, Iowa. I was the one that was asking about the Wassy Pelican.
What's going on?
Not much. Just wondering, I'm kind of a new fisherman. Really don't have a whole lot of experience. The old man passed away a while ago, and he used to be the kind of the rock that would take me out there. But ever since then, I've been trying to get myself back out there, trying to figure it out. And being kind of landlocked here in Iowa, we don't have a lot of the options that you guys have that I'm hearing on the show and stuff. So I guess I'm calling in to figure out, what am I supposed to throw for, a muddy, kind of shallow but with deep pockets river,
Well, I would start out with a spinnerbait, and it sounds like it's a river system. I would do some sort of Indiana, Colorado bladed spinnerbait, chartreuse and white. If you could get your hands on something with a little bit of orange as the front Colorado, the smaller blade, and then something in gold maybe for the bigger blade, that would definitely be a technique I would look at. Spinnerbaits, man, they're going to be fun starting out for sure, especially in that dirty, shallow water. If it's a lot of grass, if you have a topwater bite going on, but you kind of have to explain your situation a little bit more. But I think that, or even like a Texas rig worm in like grape, purple, black and blue, whether that be a 7-inch, say a Berkeley power worm, or, any type of, just go back to the basics, right? There's a reason why a 6 or 7-inch straight-tailed worm works. Texas rig that, put like a 1/8 ounce tungsten or a 1/4 ounce tungsten. I prefer an extra wide gap hook on a lot of my soft plastics. I know a lot of guys use straight. It's kind of a personal preference. But I would Texas rig some soft plastics and throw them around as well. But that would be kind of my go-to. Jig, black and blue jig as well. Get up shallow, especially this time of year. The next month or so, they're going to start getting in that muddy water. That that's going to warm quick, especially that shallower stuff. You're going to find some fish in there in the next couple of weeks for sure.
That's kind of what I was hoping for. And I got my first, I ordered 2 boxes. I got my first box. I bought a whole year's worth for Monster Bass. I got my first box, and then I ordered also last month's box, I think. And I didn't know, with those chatters, do you think that's something that I can, if, you were talking earlier with the previous caller about burning. Would that be something that I could burn over, like, maybe a deeper pocket and try to draw something out for a reaction bite, maybe?
I don't think so. Not in that dirty water, but a slow, steady.
Non-dirty water.
With a couple pumps, definitely. Yeah, that burning deal is when you got some visibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, definitely speed up
your
cadence, but experiment. I wouldn't recommend just a straight burn in dirty water, but definitely you can go a little faster.
Okay.
7-4 retrieve, on a gear ratio, or 8-2 on your reels, but
8-2. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I've always wondered. I mean, I got a couple lakes around me too. That one of them's a pretty deep lake called Lake Bryan. There's Lake Corrival and. That are all within 20-minute drive of me that I can also go to. But the easiest body of water around here, or small body of water, I guess, is the Wassy Pelican. But you can stay on that for a whole week if you want to, just traveling down it, and camping on the shoreline. But like I said, I'm pretty new to fishing, so I thought I'd order my box and try different lures and just kind of watch a bunch of YouTube videos and maybe give you guys a call. So I appreciate the word of the information.
Appreciate you calling in.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
You got it, man. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I got to tell you, I love it when someone new to fishing actually calls in, because it kind of validates everything that we're doing. It's like you put together a box. Yep. You're either going to take people out of their comfort zone by having them fish something new, or you're going to give them something new to try in the first place. You're going to give them a book that's going to detail what to do, where to go, when to go, what to throw. And then you can give them a video. Like, I just love it when I actually hear people and they're like, yeah, I'm trying the videos, I'm reading the thing, I'm doing this. It's just, it makes it all really well worth it. So I do love that. So thanks for calling in.
Yeah, it's very, I love, it's different because, the knowledge I have and a lot of the clients that I take out fishing, they're expert, they're very good anglers. And so it's unique for me to be able to see that and interact with people that are new to fishing, because we forget sometimes, like, the basics. Like I'm going to put it this way. Let's say you were an expert painter, something that should be so basic.
Okay.
And you, like me, you get a house that needs a new paint job, and you go to Home Depot, and there's 100 different brushes, and there's 100 different rollers, and there's trays, and then there's paint, and there's different sheens, and there's all this shit, okay, that you have no idea. And so you wing it. And for the first week, you're down in the basement, struggling, trying to make a straight line from the ceiling to the wall. You don't know what you're doing. You leave the tape on too long, and the whole tape peels off the paint that you already painted. Now you don't know what to do. So you rip the whole freaking wall down. You take all the trim out. You take anyways, it can get very messy if you don't know what you're doing. So yeah. I'm going to use that as and bring that back to fishing. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, you need something like a Monster Bass, like the box, like the instructions. You need some expert advice, and you need to take the time to learn how to do it right. And some of us don't have that personality. We want to try everything on our own and just wing it. And that's what I did the first couple of weeks in this new house. And I struggled miserably, and I wrecked some things. I had a railing coming down the bedroom that I felt needed a paint job, but also had some cracks from the previous owner in it when they tried to re-screw it back together. And so I basically ripped that whole thing out and destroyed it. And now I'm in a predicament, because that's one of the things on the list my parents did not get to help me out. And now when I get back up there, I got to figure out how to put this thing back together, or buy one and put it on. I have no clue, bro. So
I hear you, Travis. I painted the front door to my house 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times. Because I screwed it all up. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't the outdoor paint? Oh, okay. So I put the wrong paint on. Then I put the wrong sheen on. Then I went back, and the guy looks at me. He's like, bro, you've been here 3 times. You probably spent $250 on sample paint to paint your front door. He goes, what are you trying to do? And I'm like, well, this is what I'm trying to do. And, whether it's watching a YouTube video or just raising my hand and asking for help, God, I got an expensive front door.
Yeah. And first of all, I think sheen is the dumbest word in the world. Like, I don't even know what that means. What sheen do you want? I don't know, buddy.
Shiny.
I like flat black stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's going to show scruffs or whatever. Okay. Yeah. Well, do you want eggshell, or do you want whatever it's called? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hook me up.
I don't freaking know. Don't know. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take this guy. All right. This guy, I think, is new to fishing too, because he's never called in before. So go ahead, caller. Where are you from, and what's your PB?
From South Georgia, and my PB is 9.8.
Ugh, gross. You disgust me.
Oh, yeah.
You disgust me.
I'm so disgusting.
All right, you
I'll
gotta
get you on some big fish here, man.
you got like an introductory Texas rig question for Travis, or what do you want to talk about today?
Well, first off, Travis, if you need help at the house, hit me up. I do a lot of house renovations and fixings and whatnot. I'm kind of like that's kind of one of the things I do for a living. So if you need anything, hit me up. And Rick, same with you. That way you don't mess up the door.
Thank God. I thought for a second you were. I thought for a second you were going to offer to help him and then leave me hanging. Like, if anybody needs help, I need it. I've seen the progress that Travis has made. You should see my house. I've got samples of paint on the wall and nothing on the wall. I've taken every picture down in the house. I've got nothing on the mantle, and now I'm considering not doing any of it and just moving. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it can sometimes feel like that, but you just gotta, you gotta work through it. Are you hiring anyone to do it, or are you gonna do it yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it. Are you kidding me? I painted the front door because I wanted to get a sense of, do I like the color or not? I am not painting my walls. Not a chance. Listen, I'm Italian and that's skilled labor for someone like me, but I am not. I watched my father paint houses in the summer. Yeah, that looks like a lot of work. My father told me to stay in school so I wouldn't have to do that stuff.
That's why you have the fishing company instead.
Yeah, right. Go figure. God.
Yeah. So, Travis, I saw you were messing with DTC's thermostat. How did that end up?
Oh yeah, last night. So
was he angry at you?
No, he wasn't too concerned, but we did get the heat up there. I hit the 90. I'm like, let's heat this thing up. You know what I mean? And I wasn't even expecting to be at his place late yesterday morning, but it just kind of happened. He said he had some food over there and enticed me. It wasn't that far of a walk, but so I go over there. I eat some of his food. We have a few drinks. I'm like, I'm cold, so I turn that thing up, and then I laid down because I couldn't find an Uber to connect with me for a little while. So it kept doing that little spinning thing where it's searching for an Uber. It's 3 a.m. I'm like, I'd like to get back to my hotel instead of this couch. And I lay on the couch. I got the heats on, so it's heating up a little bit. I'm kind of dozing off, and all of a sudden my phone rings. Finally, it's the Uber guy. So I get out. I run out there. I find him. And he sees I'm kind of disoriented. And he's like, what's up, buddy? I go, man, I got to just get back to the hotel here. I didn't realize it was this late. And so finally got back, and TC goes, like 5 a.m., he messages me. He goes like, are you out? And I'm like, so then I started playing with him. I'm like, yeah, I turned the heat. It was funny. He had to be there. But yeah, it was a good night. Good night.
Yeah. You never mess with another man's thermostat. That's definitely one of the rules.
True.
You're so knowledgeable.
Definitely. Well, there's things you just got to learn in life pretty quickly sometimes.
True.
So, Travis, are you getting any open water where you are at the moment?
Sure, there is. If I had some time to fish, I would. But in a couple weeks, for sure. Yep. I got the new boat.
Nice.
I just haven't even. It's different. It's a different feeling, I remember when I first got a real job out of school, and I always wanted a sparkly bass boat, and I bought a used one, and it was like a great feeling. And then I got another boat, and then 5 boats later, I'm still kind of excited, but now it's kind of like I don't have that feeling anymore. It's a tool now. Yeah. I enjoy having one. Believe me, it's great.
I get it.
But I'm not obsessed with a bass boat like I used to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're not obsessed with a bass boat like you are with your new man cave.
True.
I mean,
your man cave is looking great. Like, I love the hardwood and all the rod holders. It looks really good.
Oh, I can't wait to. It's going to be the ultimate fishing room.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you want to wrap it?
I want to do something. It's so legit, you guys.
It's so legit.
I cannot wait to showcase it to everybody. So it
looks awesome.
It's everything I needed. Everything's functional. Like there's no reason for something not to be there. And being able to start from scratch and have it all, because that's where I live, man. That's what I do. That's my passion. It's just playing out in the garage with your baits. It's having that. That's where you'll find me.
Is that code for anything?
No, that's straight up just what I do. Yeah.
Is that code? Is that code for something?
That's what I'm doing right now. It's nothing to date.
I'm just checking. Travis, what are you drinking?
So whatever was down at the market across the street, Voodoo, Ranger.
Whatever happened to that? What's that stuff that you used to drink?
So I know where we're going with this because I have a good memory. And in the comments, if you can get me to say a keyword, somebody wins something. So I'm going to play along. I used to drink White Claw.
Yeah, I got a $10 gift card. Woo! $10 gift card, Rafi.
Travis, didn't you down like 8 or 9 like alcoholic beverages during TK's 5-hour stream that you had with Eric? And then we found out Bill Dance sadly passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I remember that. I probably sure it's
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a hilarious show.
Man. I wish I had all the last 5 years of the lives that we've done and just had little bits and pieces. Like there's no way I'd go back and watch all 3,000 hours of live footage, but I'd like to have somebody do that and take all these little clips because we've had some special times.
Or if you just kept track of how many drinks you've had over the course of those live streams.
I've been getting a lot better. Seltzer water took the place of White Claw. All I wanted was that feeling of that fizz.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
And what's the first bait you're throwing whenever you get to go fishing next? What's the first thing you're tying on? You're throwing out there.
Most of the time, it's a Ned rig. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man, come on! You gotta throw it like a huddle spin or something fun.
That ain't me.
You know?
Nope. I will. Don't get me wrong. I'll do whatever it takes.
I'll tell you what he's going to throw the next time.
Come down here.
Wait, you ready? I'll tell you what he's going to throw the next time.
All right.
I wonder if I should show it. So I got a new bait. Brendan, coming out.
Spawn's Ned rig?
The what?
Is this Chad Spawn's signature Ned rig series?
No.
Okay.
Chad Spawn's got a signature spinner bait that I hope to have pictures of next week. However, here's what I can show you.
Ooh.
Okay.
So this is the new flat side. It's the new. I don't know if you can see it, Brendan. Yeah, on your screen.
I'm giving 1 sec. I'm pulling it up right now. My phone's really slow.
All right, so this is the new flat-sided crankbait. I'm in the second round of color approvals. I got rid of one and added the chartreuse black back for Gramps, fishing the Lone Star, and fishing with Cotton because they both asked for it. And you can't see the gold flake in this picture on the sides. There's a little bit of gold flake on the side, just for a little added, to catch some fishermen. Yeah. And but yeah. This is what he's going to throw next time.
No.
Absolutely.
The only thing you're missing is a clear shad, like a clear lavender shad. That's the only thing you'd be missing, I think.
I got two that are clear. The Ghost
with a little bit of transparency.
The Ghost Sexy's clear. The Silver Shiner's clear.
Oh, okay.
You just can't tell because of the picture. Yeah, you can see right through those two.
All right. I see 4 right now. I would throw for sure.
Nice.
the 2 reds, and then your sexy shad goes sexy, and then the chartreuse black back.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anything that has chartreuse in it is like awesome, definitely.
All right, someone tell me why.
Those look good.
Someone tell me when you're making baits, why every time there's a color like this, is the bill end up not being clear? They always make it like this. I didn't ask them to, but if you notice, every brand that has a color that's similar like this, the bill is never clear. It's always this cloudy color.
That's just the plastic and how.
Wait, which color are you talking about?
The top one, right here. Sleepover.
Oh.
Look at the color of the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do they do
That's
that?
because they use a matte finish on it. That's because most baits on the market are use a gloss finish or high gloss finish.
Sure.
And basically for that one, to get that color to make it matte, they just add a flattening agent to the clear coat, and it just makes it glossy or flat instead of glossy. Just like the same thing with your doors. There's a flat, there's a glossy. Just.
You mean there's a sheen?
So
There's a
the
sheen. There's a sheen, Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's use words that Travis likes.
Yep.
Oh man.
So, all right, let's get rid of this.
But that black color should be sweet. You might want to do like a purple gradient on the inside. So like do like purple on the top, and then do the blue on the belly, and then do your black crack on the sides. That would be like really good looking, I think.
Yeah, I gotta stick to my color. So what I do is I typically launch I like to launch 8 colors, and then 2 will end up going away for whatever reason, and then we'll come out with 4 more. So we'll end up with 8, but we start with 6, get feedback, and always trash 2.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So.
Oh, what would be another good one is like a phantom craw, like a phantom green craw. Be sweet.
That would be. You got
a little bit of orange on it, and a little bit of blue.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, or a bone. A bone is a really good one. Bone with either blue or purple
coral. All right, now you want 20 different crankbait colors.
What?
Now you want 20 different crankbait colors.
Yeah. That's what we do.
Okay.
Brendan's in charge of colors. He's the chief. Yeah, we'll come up with some kind of a role for him.
Yes. Yeah.
Brendan, what'd you have for dinner tonight?
Yeah, I had a sloppy Joe and
like manwich,
asparagus. Do you know what sloppy Joe is?
Yeah, like manwich, right?
Barbecue chips and a pickle. Hell yeah.
I've never heard of manwich.
Bro, come on.
I've never heard of that, Rick.
You've never heard of manwich?
No, I have not. This is the first time I've ever heard it.
All right.
Please do elaborate on this.
Just Google it. You'll find it. All you do is you brown up some ground beef. You cut open a can. You dump it in, and you got sloppy Joe. It's great.
This is homemade, man. Come on. This is.
Listen, just because you're eating your one of your pets, it's fine. Whatever.
This is not a pet.
All right.
Oh, yeah. And then my mom made homemade ice cream with, it's really custard, so it was a lot more smooth and rich, I guess you could say. And then it had cookie dough bits in it. That was last Sunday, though. So
get out of here.
We're still eating that.
Get out of here. That's ridiculous. All right, man.
Oh, you know what?
Go ahead. Tell me.
I got to say this for one more color. This is a color we need to bring back. I think Eric knows about this, Epic Eric. And I think he can vote for this as well. But a skunk color would be amazing in the crankbait lineup. Yeah, and you already have a color similar to that in the Seeker series.
Oh, I do.
Which is like that black and white crack.
And so you just want the black, you just want the white at the top?
I want some white fur on the sides. Like take a paintbrush, flare it out, and then, use the white paint over that and do it like that. That way it looks like fur. I'm not sure if you're able to do anything like that or not, depending on the factories and whatnot and what they can do. But that would be cool, is a skunk color with like the stripes on the side. That would be really good.
Hey, before you go,
Jackie
I would like you have a radio job?
No, I do not.
Did you ever?
No, I've never had a radio job. You know what? Last night, I had Matt Steffen on the show, and him and a bunch of other people in the comments were like, "You have a voice for radio," and I was like, "Really? That's not. I don't think that's true." But and now this is the third or fourth time someone said that.
There you
That's
go.
weird.
I don't know. Anyway, man, thanks for calling in.
I listen for something. I don't know.
And
All right.
we're coming up on
We're
coming up on the big century mark. So we're gonna have to plan that 100 calls. So
yes.
All right,
That'll
bro.
be fun.
Talk with you later.
Awesome.
All right. Bye.
Talk to you guys later. Have a good one.
You too. Turn off the hotline for me. All right. Let's see. We're gonna turn off the hotline because we got. I'm looking at time, but we got a couple quick calls. We got to get we got to get Travis to the bar. Go ahead, caller. Where are you from?
I'm from South Carolina, Lake Hartwell area.
Okay. How's it going?
But I wanted to call, and actually, pretty tough right now. I broke off a PB Wednesday, standing in the rain, and I saw it come out from under the dock. I watched it bite, and when I set the hook, and I've noticed I'm having this problem way too often, and it's really bugging me. So I wanted to ask Travis here, maybe a little bit of advice on this because it broke my heart.
It sounds like it's something you can control, right? That's why it hurts so much, because you're either not using the proper line or tying the knot properly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I use. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, what are you using?
I'm using a double uni, and I've tried different types of fluorocarbon. I've tried different sizes of braided line, going from 10 to 20 and 15. And I've noticed that when fish that carry it, so when I lean into it on a shaky head, it almost pops every time. I've even changed the length. I've gone from 20 feet a leader to 5 feet.
Yeah, I mean, I would go 8 or 10 pound fluorocarbon leader to, say, 10-pound braid, 15-pound braid, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm not sure your connection. I don't know what it's called that I tie either. I'm not good at names of knots. I just know how to tie them. But you got to find a good knot that you're comfortable with. The deal is, once you tie it, you need to grab both ends and give it that tug test. You want to break it, because then you messed up, doing something wrong.
Yeah. It's snapping just before the knot. Yeah. Because where it snaps on me is right before the knot. Like the knot doesn't unravel, but right up next to it, so the knot's still there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But right there at the butt.
You might be whatever knot you're tying. It could be something simple as one step you're missing, like how you loop it through. Are you looping it from the back or the top, or whatever the connection is? You got to get that right first, and you got to just do a break test on that. You got to pull it, give it good pull, and if it's not breaking, you're in. It shouldn't slip.
Okay.
It should not slip.
Good slip.
No, it should not.
So it should not. Okay. Yeah.
If you're breaking it,
man,
you're doing. And of course, your line could be frayed.
You cut out. What was that?
No, your line could be frayed as well, but I doubt it if it's happening a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems to be,
because big fish, they you never feel it. You just start seeing them carry it, and that seems to be on the bigger. Like I can catch 2-pounders all day long, no problem. But anything bigger than that, it seems to snap every time.
Right on.
But I'll definitely keep that in mind, man. I appreciate that. It's been bugging me for a couple of days, but do appreciate it. Also, Rick, the baits look really cool.
Thank you.
Just saw those. Those look awesome.
Thank you.
And you guys have a good night, man. I really appreciate the advice.
All right. Thanks for calling in, man. Really appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Bye. Oof. All right. I think we have one call and that's it. Last call of the day. You ready for this one?
Let's do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Bring it. If you take too long, I'm going to pee in my pants.
Oh, go pee really quick. Go. I'll go too. No, I'll go at the same time. You go.
Let's do it. We're not dead airing.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Go ahead, caller.
Oh my goodness. I'm making guys pee in their pants before I can even get onto the mic. It is Mr. Gambit 2000. What's up, baby? I forgive you, Rick. When they told me that you were closing out the show last week, I said, okay, Rick got this. And then you started reading the instructions. Remind me if we're ever on a plane and they say, Rick, we need you to land the plane, and you start reading the instructions, I can do this. Give me a freaking parachute so I can jump.
You got it, man. You got it. Unbelievable.
I'm telling you, my buddy, it's a crazy world. All this crazy rain. Did you see that tornado that touched down in Montebello yesterday?
I saw it.
It was freakish weather for real when you see a tornado touch down in Southern California. I grew up in Georgia. I can tell you those are scariest things that you could ever see in your life. And when you see the destruction that happened to the building, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And then they showed the little thing of a high winds in San Francisco, a couch flying off a high-rise building, flying through the air and falling in a parking lot with people walking around. It's some crazy stuff like 2012 is happening right now, my man.
It was crazy. Crazy. I blame Silicon Valley Bank.
Right now we got a 2-day. I got you, but well, don't worry about that, Rick. Hope you didn't put too much money in that bank. I told you I lost a lot of my money back in the real estate thing back in 2008 and 2009. I'm never going to do that again. I don't trust any banks.
I'll be honest.
Screw them.
I'll be honest. I bought. I'll be honest. I did buy some First Republic Bank today. I bought it at like $12.30. I'm going to take a shot. Like, cause think about it. I put in $5,000 and it's down like 20 times its high. I mean.
Oh my goodness!
First Republic Bank. Like, I mean, listen, I don't think that the government's gonna allow another bank of this size to collapse. Now, Citi might come in and buy it up, and I might lose some money because they'll buy it at a discount. But either way, it'll come back up. Because look, if we had all bought like Fannie Mae and Sallie Mae and all those Citibank back at the last collapse, none of us would be sitting here today. I wouldn't be, because I'd have so much money. I'd be sitting on the beaches. So, but then again, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me on any stock picks whatsoever. So, anyway,
I know, my man. That's what I'm saying. We always got to be careful.
Right.
Now we got to tell Travis. Travis has a big following on his channel. He has talented guys with skills. I even saw just in our little chat here today. There's plumbers in here. Dude, you are too freaking organized, Travis, to sit there and try to beat yourself up trying to put this place together. You better be putting yourself a Rolodex together of all the talented people around the country, figuring out how do you get them flown in to fix your house up at a fair price and get the damn thing done correctly like you want it. Don't sit there and beat yourself up trying to fix up a house. I did that years ago. I have engineers, plumbers, guys who can do carpentry. You got Brian the Carpenter, Jesus Christ, to do just the stuff in the kitchen. So just know you got enough talented people around you, man, to take care of that. So get that list together and put your place together right.
Brian the Carpenter says I need under the cabinet lighting. And so he was going to come up one weekend and do it. Then he couldn't. So then he sends me an Amazon list of everything I need to buy and said, I'll walk you through it, bud. So I wouldn't rely fully on BTC, but I totally get your point. We'll figure it out.
Well, that's what I'm hoping, man. There's a lot of talented people, especially with the crazy times we're under. There's a lot of guys who be getting laid off if they're skillful and got the skill set. You figure out, man, say, all right, dude, we got a 6-pack of beer, and we're going to fly you in for the weekend, have them come in and do work. That's what I would do. If I set up an office right now, Rick said we need an office on the west side, I would call in about 5 guys I know. They would have that office put together in a matter of 3 days, doing carpet, electrical, plumbing, everything need to be done. There's talented guys who got those skills and can get the stuff done. As long as they can pull those right permits, it'll get the job done.
I agree.
Travis, I got a serious question for you.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on the Trocar tube hooks 3/0 for a 4-inch tube?
I looked into them. I think they're good. I just don't throw Trocars too much, but it's a good hook. Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
Just want to say bye to Rafi. Rafi just commented in the chat. He said that he's got to go to the bathroom so bad, and he's been holding on as long as he possibly can. And his last dying wish to me was to see if we could keep Travis on as long as possible so that the pressure starts to build up on the inner wall of his bladder and that he really starts to feel like either A, I have to be super disrespectful to Rick and just like leave, or I just got to pee my pants and no one can see because we can't see from the waist down. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, I had a Mountain Dew cup here already. I'm done. I'm good, bud.
All right. Anyway.
All right.
Oh, you guys are making it too funny. Ralphie got to go number 1 or number 2. One or the other, my man. Ralphie, do what you got to do. Chad Spahn needs to let it out. Let it all out.
Let it out, Rafi. Let it out. All right, Mr. Gambit. We will see you later.
All right, my man. Rick,
all right.
All right, my man. Thank you so much. Do what you do now. If you're putting those crankbaits together, don't let those guys tell you all the colors without adding a hot mustard to those colors, man. Hot mustard always works in the spring. So if you're going to be doing these crankbaits, put the hot mustard in those crankbaits.
You got it. Thanks, man.
All right, buddy. Take care. Love you.
I love you too, man.
All right.
All right. Listen, Travis, we know you got to go to the bathroom, so we only got about 20 more calls. No. We know you got to go to the bathroom. We know you're at the Classic. Thanks for taking time out to be with us today. I hope you have a great Classic, and I can't wait to see the finished product of your man cave. It's looking impressive, and as always, we appreciate you having on the show. Thanks a lot for joining us, man.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you guys.
Bye. All right. That was Travis from Smallmouth Crush. I mean, every time he's on, I always have a good time. I like that guy. Like, there's certain people where I'm like, yeah, all right, it's going to be a great show. And there's certain people where I'm like, I love this guy. Travis is one of those guys where I'd love to just like hang out and like drink beers with him. I'd love to like just hang out, shoot the shit. Did I just say that? I did. Anyways, yeah, Travis is a great guy. 10890, 10813. Those are your golden tickets for tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We had a lot of fun, and let me show you one other thing. Okay. As part of my continued effort to integrate MLF into everything that we're going to do, we are going to create a set of 80 trading cards. Every angler on the MLF Bass Pro Tour, we are creating a set of cards. We're going to put one in every box next month in honor of Brian Thrift winning the Red Crest championship. We're going to give everyone one of those. But then going forward each month, there will be 20 different cards. Some we'll print a lot of, some we'll print a few of. They'll be harder to get. And you'll be able to collect the entire series, or you'll be able to buy the entire series. But I can tell you this, it's Kevin Van Dam's last year, and I'm going to make his card the hardest to get. So while I might print 10,000 Brian Thrifts, I may only print 1,000 of KVDs. Why not? It's my company. I can do whatever the hell I want. And so that's what I'm trying to do. But I feel like, the back of the card, we don't have the printout for you, but it'll have all his career stats, everything. And you'll get one in every single box moving forward. There'll be 20 in the next month, 20 different options for you to receive. And you can buy them, trade them, sell them. I don't really care what you do. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because I knew I had something in the back in the works getting ready. So over the course of the next 3-4 months, I'm going to start rolling out some really interesting things that'll tie in MLF anglers, bring them in. You'll see them half the time. You'll see our pros half the time. At the end of the day, I just want to have a good time with you guys, teach you how to fish, and hopefully have a lot of fun in the process, right? Some of the shows, it's all about like, let's just talk hardcore fishing. I'd like to spend some time getting to know the people and, give you guys a different option, because pretty much every night of the week there's another show where it's just, let's just talk about fishing. And our show is just a little bit different. Why? I don't know, because I'm a little bit different. Look at my silly hat. Love you guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.